All right, so get this. We're diving deep today into a guide that says has the secrets to hitting $250,000 in annual revenue
Okay.
using digital marketing.
Right.
But, we're not just going to skim the surface.
Yeah.
We're going to really look and see, are these strategies really worth your time?
Right.
Even if that exact revenue number isn't your goal.
Exactly.
So we're going to look at that. Plus, we're also going to peek into what this guide says is coming up in the latter half of 2025.
I love that.
Couple up.
Buckle up.
First up, AI, and I feel like we've all been hearing about this AI, but this guide is saying that it's not just hype anymore.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay.
What's fascinating to me is that the guide points to AI tools specifically for smaller businesses,
Okay.
not just the big players. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it mentions this platform called MarketMind,
Interesting.
and it uses AI to analyze your customer data and suggests personalized email campaigns.
Whoa.
Imagine taking that off your plate.
Yeah.
What's one task that you would love to automate in your business?
Personalized emails are such a pain.
Yeah.
And I bet MarketMind could handle things like segmenting my audience too.
You got it? That's the beauty of it. It can take those repetitive, data-heavy tasks and free you up to focus on strategy. You know?
Oh, wow. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so AI can be like our new marketing assistant. I'm
Yeah.
into that. This guide also talks about voice search.
Okay.
And I feel like that's been on the radar for a while, but is it really as important as they say?
It's becoming a game changer for sure.
Okay.
Think about how you use voice search in your own life.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably asking questions. You're probably using natural conversational language.
Yeah.
People aren't typing in stiff keywords anymore.
True. I use voice search all the time, especially when I'm on the go.
Yeah.
Like, hey Siri, find me a coffee shop near me with outdoor seating.
Right.
So are you saying we need to optimize our websites for those long, chatty searches?
Exactly. So let's say you have a website for your business.
Yeah.
Instead of just focusing on keywords like digital marketing services, you need to think about how people would actually phrase a voice search.
Okay.
Something like, find a digital marketing agency that specializes in social media for small businesses.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You see the difference?
It's way more specific. It's more natural sounding.
Exactly.
So how do we actually do that? Do we just sprinkle in a bunch of long phrases into our website copy?
It's more about understanding the intent behind those searches.
Okay.
People using voice search are often looking for quick answers or local businesses.
Yeah.
Think about creating FAQ sections on your website that directly address common questions
Oh, okay.
that your customers might have.
You mean what's the best way to grow my Instagram following?
Exactly.
Or do you offer free consultations? That kind of thing.
Anticipate their questions
Yeah.
and provide the answers in a clear conversational way.
Okay.
So if someone asks their smart speaker, find a digital marketing agency that offers free consultations,
Uh-huh.
your website could be the first one that pops up.
That's brilliant. So we're basically making our website sound more like a friendly conversation
Yeah.
than a textbook.
I like that.
I can see how that would be huge for attracting new clients.
It's all about making it easy for people to find you, no matter how they're searching.
Okay, so AI and voice search are definitely on my radar now.
All right.
What else does this guide highlight as a killer strategy?
Well, it dives into influencer marketing, but with a twist.
Hold on, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this twist.
It's not about chasing those big-name influencers with millions of followers.
Okay.
The guide suggests focusing on what they call micro-influencers.
Interesting.
They might not have massive followings,
Okay.
but they have highly engaged audiences in specific niches. Think of it like this. Would you rather have 100 genuinely interested people see your product,
Yeah.
or 10,000 who scroll right past it?
Ooh, that's a great point. I would definitely choose quality over quantity any day. But how do you even find these micro-influencers?
Yeah.
It seems like every other person on social media is claiming to be an influencer these days.
It's true, there's a lot of noise out there,
Yeah.
but think about your ideal customer.
Okay.
What kind of social media accounts do they follow? Who do they trust for recommendations?
Right.
Start by researching those communities.
Yeah.
And look for individuals who are genuinely passionate about your niche
Okay.
and have an authentic connection with their audience.
That makes sense. So it's not about finding someone with the most followers.
Right.
It's about finding someone who genuinely aligns with your brand
Exactly.
and can connect with your target audience on a deeper level.
And often those micro-influencers are more open to collaborations,
Okay.
and they have more reasonable rates,
Oh, nice.
which is great for smaller businesses.
This is making me rethink my whole approach to influencer marketing.
Yeah.
Instead of going for the big names, I should be looking for those hidden gems
Exactly.
who can really make a difference.
It's all about finding the right fit for your brand.
All right, so we've talked about AI, voice search, and micro-influencers. What's next on our deep dive agenda?
Well, the guide says you can't ignore the power of augmented reality.
Oh, okay.
It's not just a futuristic gimmick anymore, it's becoming mainstream.
Okay, I have to admit, AR is pretty cool. I've seen those virtual try-on features for clothes and makeup.
Yeah.
They're impressive.
Uh-huh.
But how can it actually drive sales for businesses? Is it just a fun distraction, or is there real substance to it?
I think about it this way. Wouldn't you be more likely to buy a piece of furniture if you could actually see how it would look in your living room before you click purchase?
That's a great point.
Or try on different shades of lipstick virtually without having to go to a store?
Yeah.
AR takes the guesswork out of online shopping.
It makes online shopping feel more tangible
Yeah.
and less risky, but are we talking about creating entire virtual worlds here? That seems pretty complicated and expensive.
You don't need to build a whole metaverse to leverage AR effectively.
Okay.
Even simple implementations can make a big difference.
Like what?
Imagine having an AR app for your business that lets customers try on your products virtually using their smartphone cameras.
Okay.
Or what about interactive displays in your physical store that come to life with product information?
Oh.
And customer reviews when scanned with a phone.
Now that you mention it, I've seen some restaurants using AR menus where you can see 3D models of the dishes before you order. It's pretty cool.
Exactly.
It definitely makes the dining experience more engaging.
And as AR technology becomes more accessible and affordable, we're going to see even more creative applications.
This is really making me think about how I could incorporate AR into my own business.
Yeah.
It's like bringing a whole new dimension to the customer experience.
It definitely opens up a world of possibilities.
Okay, so AI, voice search, micro-influencers, and now augmented reality.
Yeah.
That's a lot of innovative strategies to digest.
It's true, the digital marketing landscape is constantly evolving. But before we get ahead of ourselves, there's one more crucial aspect the guide emphasizes.
Okay, what's that?
Data privacy.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
It feels like every other week there's a news story about another data breach.
It's true.
How can businesses navigate this increasingly complex world of data privacy and build trust with their customers?
The guide actually suggests that having strong data protection and clear privacy policies isn't just about avoiding legal trouble. It can be a competitive advantage.
Interesting.
Consumers are becoming more and more aware of how their data is being used.
Right.
And they're looking for businesses they can trust.
You mean it's not just about following the rules. It's about going above and beyond to show your customers that you respect their privacy.
Exactly. Think about it. If you had to choose between two businesses that offered similar products or services, wouldn't you be more likely to choose the one that was transparent about how they collect and use your data?
Without a doubt.
The one that made you feel like your privacy was a priority?
I know, I'm much more cautious about who I share my information with these days.
Yeah.
Transparency and trust are more important than ever.
Absolutely. It's not just about having a generic privacy policy tucked away on your website.
Yeah.
It's about being upfront about what data you collect, how you use it, and what steps you're taking to protect it.
So how can businesses put this into practice?
Right.
It seems like a lot of companies are still struggling to get it right.
One key is to use clear, concise language that everyone can understand.
Okay.
Nobody wants to wade through pages of legal jargon.
Yeah.
Explain your data practices in a way that's simple and straightforward.
It's like those easy-to-read privacy labels they're starting to put on apps and websites.
Yeah.
A simple breakdown of what data is being collected to why.
Exactly. And another important step is to give your customers more control over their data. Let them choose what information they're willing to share. And give them the option to opt out of certain types of data collection.
I like that idea. It shows that you respect their choices and value their privacy.
And don't underestimate the power of being proactive about data security.
Okay.
Regularly review and update your security measures to ensure that you're doing everything you can to protect the information you collect.
So it's about being mindful, transparent, and proactive.
Right.
Data privacy isn't just a checkbox, it's an ongoing commitment.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see how it can actually be a powerful way to build trust and differentiate your business.
It definitely sets you apart in a world where data breaches are becoming increasingly common.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground already, from AI to voice search, micro-influencers, augmented reality, and the critical importance of data privacy.
It's true.
It's clear that digital marketing isn't just about posting on social media and hoping for the best.
Right.
There's a lot of strategy and nuance involved.
It's true. And we've only just scratched the surface.
Ooh, exciting.
This guide also delves into some emerging trends for the latter half of 2025.
Okay.
And it's pretty fascinating stuff.
I'm hooked. Tell me more about these future trends. What should we be keeping our eyes on?
You know what? We've covered a lot already.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe it's time to give you a chance to process all this information.
Yeah, you're right. I need a minute to let all this sink in. We'll be right back to dive into those future trends and explore what they might mean for your business. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, ready to jump into the future of digital marketing.
I am all ears. Before the break, we were talking about the predictions for the latter half of 2025.
Right.
What does this guide say is coming down the pipeline?
Well, one thing that really stands out is the continued rise of AI-driven content creation tools.
Okay.
We've already touched on how AI can help with things like personalized emails and data analysis, but imagine AI actually writing your blog posts, social media captions, even video scripts.
Whoa, hold on. Is this the beginning of the robot takeover? Are marketers going to be out of jobs? I have to admit, it's a little unnerving to think about AI creating content.
I understand your concerns, but think of it this way. AI is a tool, not a replacement.
Okay.
It's like having a super-powered writing assistant that can handle the more tedious tasks like generating first drafts or brainstorming headlines.
Okay.
It can even analyze your audience data and suggest the best products and keywords to target, but the human element is still crucial.
So it's more about collaboration than competition.
Exactly.
AI handles the heavy lifting while we focus on the creative strategy and fine-tuning the messaging to make sure it
Yeah.
aligns with our brand voice and resonates with our audience.
Exactly. It's like having a co-pilot who can help you navigate the increasingly complex world of content creation. And as these AI tools become more sophisticated, they'll be able to personalize content at an even deeper level. Imagine an AI that can tailor your website copy to each individual visitor
Wow.
based on their browsing history, demographics, and interests.
Now that's powerful. It takes personalization to a whole new level, but with all this AI-generated content flooding the internet, how do we ensure that it's actually high quality?
Right.
And engaging, robots aren't exactly known for their creativity and storytelling skill.
That's where your human touch comes in.
Okay.
You'll need to review and edit the AI-generated content, inject your brand's personality and voice, and ensure that it resonates with your target audience on an emotional level. Think of it as adding that special human sparkle that AI just can't replicate.
So it's about finding the sweet spot between AI efficiency and human creativity.
Exactly.
I like it. What other trends should we be preparing for in the latter half of 2025?
Well, the guide predicts that search algorithms will continue to evolve with even more emphasis on voice and visual search.
That makes a lot of sense. I feel like I'm using voice search more and more these days.
Yeah.
And platforms like Pinterest and Instagram are all about the visuals.
Exactly. As people become more accustomed to searching, using their voices, or by uploading images, businesses need to adapt their SEO strategies to keep up.
So it's not just about keywords anymore. We need to think about how people are actually speaking and searching visually.
Right. Imagine someone using voice search to find a local business.
Okay.
They might say, find me a bakery near me that makes gluten-free cupcakes.
Yeah.
You need to make sure your website is optimized for those conversational long-tail keywords.
And for visual search, I guess it's all about having high-quality images and videos that are relevant to your target audience.
Exactly. Think about how you can make your content visually appealing and easily discoverable on platforms like Pinterest and Instagram.
Okay, I'm starting to see how all of this ties together. AI can help us create content that's optimized for both voice and visual search, while freeing up time for us to focus on the more strategic and creative aspects of marketing.
It's like a digital marketing dream team, technology and human ingenuity working together to create impactful and meaningful experiences.
I love that. So the future of digital marketing isn't about robots replacing humans, but about humans and robots working together to achieve greater results.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And I think it's important to remember that these trends aren't just about chasing the latest shiny objects.
Right.
It's about understanding how they can help you better connect with your audience, build trust, and ultimately grow your business.
Well said. We've explored a lot of exciting possibilities, but before we get completely swept away by the future, I think it's time to ground ourselves in the present.
Good point. We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, and it's important to make sure you walk away with some actionable takeaways.
Absolutely. What are some key insights that our listeners should be focusing on right now, regardless of what the future holds? Welcome back. I feel like my brain is buzzing with all these ideas we talked about.
Yeah, there are a lot of them, right?
So much to think about.
It's definitely a lot to process, but the key takeaway is that the digital marketing landscape is constantly evolving, right?
Yeah.
We can't just set it and forget it.
Right.
We have to be adaptable and willing to experiment.
You're so right. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow.
Exactly.
And that can feel a bit overwhelming, but I think this guide has done a good job of breaking down these trends into like bite-sized pieces.
Yeah, and another key takeaway, I think, is the power of personalization.
Okay.
We've talked about how AI can play a big role in that.
Yeah.
But it goes beyond technology, right?
Okay.
It's about truly understanding your target audience, their needs, their desires, their pain points, and tailoring your message to resonate with them on a deeper level.
It's about making people feel seen and heard, not just bombarded with generic marketing messages.
Exactly.
It's about building relationships, right?
Precisely. And data can play a huge role in that. But it's not just about collecting data for data's sake.
Right.
It's about using that data to inform your creativity to craft more meaningful connections with your audience.
So it's not about letting robots take over.
Right.
It's about using data and technology to enhance the human element of marketing. That's a message I can get behind.
Absolutely. And as we navigate this ever-evolving landscape, it's important to remember that digital marketing is ultimately about building relationships.
Yeah.
It's about creating authentic connections with your audience and providing value at every touch point.
I love that. It's so easy to get caught up in the technical side of things, the algorithms, the analytics, the optimization strategies.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, it's all about human connection.
couldn't agree more. That connection is built on trust, transparency, and a genuine desire to serve your audience.
Well said. So to recap, the key takeaways from this deep dive are to be adaptable, personalize your marketing efforts, focus on building relationships, and never underestimate the power of human connection.
Sounds like a recipe for success to me.
I think so too. This guy has given us so much to think about.
It has.
But it ends with a really intriguing question.
What's that?
Which of these strategies feels most relevant or intriguing to you right now?
Mhm.
And what's one small step you could take to explore it further?
I love that. It's not about trying to implement everything at once.
Right.
It's about finding what resonates most strongly with you and taking action.
Exactly. So as you reflect on everything we've discussed today, think about which strategy sparked a fire within you. What's that one small step you can take today, this week, this month to move forward?
Right.
It doesn't have to be a huge leap. Even a tiny step in the right direction can make a world of difference.
Absolutely. The key is to start somewhere and keep moving forward. Don't let this information just sit in your brain. Put it into action.
Well said. This deep dive has been an incredible experience.
It has.
And I want to thank you for joining us along the way. We hope you've gained some value or insights and are feeling energized to take your digital marketing to the next level.
It's been a pleasure exploring these ideas with you. Until next time, happy marketing.
And keep diving deep.